Okay, so this is how to install a very simple graphics mod that I like. Alright, so if you're in Rybash, and open this guy up, and you're going to click mods, and you see you've got I have a big list. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to wherever it is that I downloaded my files to, and I'm going to go to that mod, and the one that I am doing is called Alive Waters, which adds fish and some seaweed and stuff. Alright, I'm going to extract those files to a folder so that I can get the README. And I'm going to open up the README, and pretty much every mod is going to have one of these. And I'm going to go to wherever it says installation process and check for interesting things. Okay. So this one says extract everything to your Oblivion data folder. And that's really all you need to do for this particular mod. And it has textures and models. Alright, for the fish. So I'm going to go back to my archive, do an extract. I'm going to extract files. I'm going to go to wherever my Oblivion is installed. Okay. By the way, there's at least 2 other ways to do this install. This is basically the way you've been doing yours. It's not the most best, but gets the job done. Alright, click data, and I'm going to click OK. Alright, so now I'm going to check the folder, click OK. And it says, do you want to replace them? And in this particular case, yes, I want to replace these. And I'm going to take a look at these before I do that, so that I know what it's replacing. And check because I don't always want it to replace all of the textures and meshes, but in this particular case I do. So I'm going to let it do that. Alright, now it's finished. So now if I were to go to that folder here, I should be able to see all that stuff that I just extracted to it. Right, so run files, go down to Steam, so I'm running a Steam copy, Steam apps, common, Oblivion, data. Okay, now I'm not going to look at the meshes and stuff, I'm just going to go to the ASP file. So that guy's there, which is what I expect. And all of the textures should have got merged into this folder. You'll notice there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. You want to merge, not replace, unless it's for a specific file. And even then you want to make sure that that's the file you want to overwrite. Okay? Alright, now you're going to close this guy. Now I'm going to let Rybash update. It pretty much does this real time. So now if I scroll down to the bottom, I see these 3 ESPs. Alright, now these are the 3 that got added by the thing that I just extracted. So I'm going to put check marks next to all of them. That activates them. Alright, you have to activate your mod or it's not gonna work. Alright, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open Boss, and you can do this 2 ways. You can actually open Boss from itself, from Program Files, Boss, or wherever it is that the link goes, or you can launch it out of Rybash. I'd launch out of Rybash just because it's easy. Alright, and that's it. It will run, and you can take a look and see where everything is. One of the things you need to make sure of when you're using Rybash is if you right click on this boss, you want to make sure that this is checked off. Otherwise, Rybash locks the load order, which means that boss won't be able to sort your stuff using this particular method. So, alright, so now if I look in here again, you'll notice that Alive Waters is now way up here instead of at the bottom. Alright. So now the next thing that I want to do is I want to create a bash patch, and you can just right click this guy and rebuild patch. And if you don't have one, you're just going to build one, but it should create a one by default, and you just rebuild it. Alright. In here, you shouldn't have to worry a whole lot about this, unless there's something in the in your README that tells you that things didn't get put in the way they should have been. Okay. Anything that gets bolded here means it's getting added. Alright. And these are the mods that the information's coming out of. Okay, so you know I have Thieves' Den, I have Frostcrag, I've got Knights in the Nine unofficial patch, some of that stuff. Alright, and I'm going to click Build Patch. And you just have to wait. This can take 4 or 5 minutes, whatever. Just let it finish. And I'm going to pause the recording while that's happening. Okay, so now